this is a serious video. And to exacerbate that point that this is a serious video, we will now be doing the podcast from the dinner table. Yes. I'm trying something completely new. Now, you know what I like to say is, I like to say that when we get criticism, we take it seriously, you know? We don't not listen to people, you know? Sometimes people have really good suggestions, and I thought I'd really take that on board, and today I decided that I'm going to be doing my makeup. Yep, I'm doing my makeup today, woohoo! So, if you want to stick around, that's fine. I've got my makeup remover. I use the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Rose Water. Although it's almost out, so I don't even know if it's going to last long enough for this. It probably will. I don't know. So yeah, I'm doing my makeup today, and you might notice that my microphone is right here. So I can literally do this. Oh, hello. It's a little bit, yeah. Sorry. I'm still getting used to it being there instead of on my shirt. Hopefully the audio is fine. If it's not, I can do something in post, hopefully, to fix it. I just need to remember that it's right here, and so I talk over here. And if you're wondering what the balloons behind me say, they say hell has risen. So you're welcome. No, it's actually those were put up for my birthday, and then that was like a few weeks ago, wasn't it? So yeah, meow. And they're still up. Meow. I think what the joke is that we're keeping them up because our roommate has their birthday in a few weeks, so you know. Right, so I'm gonna be addressing the hate, and I'll be doing that some point in the episode. I don't know exactly when. I just had a few things I wanted to talk about and do my makeup to. Oh god, look at that. You can tell which things I don't use because you can see like the dust. Can you see the dust on there? What the fuck? Oh, that is grotty. I don't use this. This is the Maybelline Falsies Volume Express. And I never liked this. Mainly because, hold on, I'll wipe it off my pants. I wipe the dust onto my pants. Oh god, it's not coming off. That's not a good sign. Why is it coming off? Yeah, so this, oh god, you need to put some elbow grease into opening it. It's so old that it's like you shouldn't use this, but like, I guess there's the wand. Has a little bit of a curve to it. It's okay, but I think one of the things I didn't like about it, which now that I'm thinking about it might be just user error, I think it just got really clunky, gunky really quickly. And so I've heard theories that when it comes to like mascara, if you like dip it in and out of the bottle like like that, not meant to be sexual in any way, but if you do it like that, then it introduces a lot of oxygen into the bottle and then it makes it clump more. That's a theory I heard. So I don't actually use this anymore. So I'm actually going to put that away. I will show you what I do use. And this is the Maybelline. Wow, wouldn't you know, it's Maybelline again. The Colossal Curl Bounce. And it looks like a fucking pill bottle. Or I don't know, it just looks like a giant pill. Anyway, yeah, I get most of my beauty stuff from either the chemist or the shopping center I go to. So, and by shopping center I mean like Coles or like Woolies. Yep. So this I use kind of frequently, and when I do use it, I make sure to like wipe it with a, I don't know, like a dry paper towel or something, because I find that it does get a lot of stuff on it. And if your wand is all like gunked up before you use it, then it's not good. So That's something that I think about a lot. Oh my god. This is like, this is my favorite lip gloss ever. It's called the Elf Lip Plumping Gloss. And it was like this pale pink color. Unfortunately, it's like all gone. And actually, the thing broke halfway through using it. I don't even know how. I think this part came off, or something came off, and now I can't get it back. Oh, there's even like a crack in the lid. It's pretty hard to fucking see though. Whatever, you don't need to. Who cares about that? Ugh, now my finger's all sticky. And it's years old and I still try to use it. I should probably throw it out, to be honest. I don't really use lip stuff that often because I find that like when you put on lipstick or whatever the fuck, it just it looks nice for like 5 seconds and then you end up drinking something. And I cannot stand like lip stains on like glasses and shit. Ugh. I'm just gonna explain a few more of these things and I'll get into like some topics that I've been thinking of. Oh, this is great. A little tiny razor. Love that. I usually use this for my eyebrows. So I use this kind of frequently, I guess. Or if you want to shave off the peach fuzz on your face, that's nice too. Guess I'll put that there. What do we got next? Concealer. I'm gonna wipe off the dust quickly. Yeah, I don't use like this kind of stuff often, like if ever, to be honest, because you know, I've always been of like the perspective that like a lot of people don't need like foundation or concealer. I guess concealer is actually kind of nice when you have like dark under eyes and stuff, and I do have some pretty dark under eye areas, you know, the eye troughs or whatever the fuck. And I have this very distinct memory in like high school. I think I was like 14 or something, and my best friend at the time, she came over and she had like foundation, she was putting it on, and I remember being like, "What is that?" And she was like, "It's foundation." And I was like, "Oh, what's foundation?" And she was like, "It's to cover your face." She had like a little bit of acne, so I guess it was something that kind of came from like a desire to cover up acne, which I totally understand. Full disclosure, I never had acne growing up. I got like a pimple here and there like once or twice, but I never really had acne, which I guess a lot of people would say like, "Oh, you're so lucky" and stuff, but like instead of having acne, I had eczema, and I still have eczema to this day. I used to get it like really bad on like the armpits. I don't know what you call these. I like draw humans every single day and I don't know what these are called. But I'd get them in like it's not an armpit, elbow pit. And I get it a bit on my forearm as well. And then sometimes I get it around my neck. So like wearing jewelry can really irritate my skin. Yeah, I find it a lot on my forearm around here. And then I used to get on the back of my knees as well a lot. And I remember in like high school, I never had eczema on my hands, and then it was almost like one day it just started forming and just spreading all over my hands, and it used to be so bad on my palm here that like I would wear woolly gloves to like hide it. And if you don't know, wool is like the kryptonite of eczema. It's like really bad for you. I'm probably allergic to wool, I reckon, which kind of sucks, but yeah, because like I went to New Zealand and then they had all this woolen stuff, like natural woolen shit, and every time I touched it, I was like, I can feel my skin drying up. So yeah, it sucked. And anyway, yeah, to put it back to the point, yeah, I feel like concealer's fine, especially at like my age. It's like I'm in my now late 20s. Ooh, exciting. And I feel like I'd use concealer for something, yeah, sure, but foundation? I feel like I just feel like foundation just doesn't do anything that good. I think that it ends up making your skin texture look worse, and if you're trying to hide like stuff like pimples and shit, I feel like it just makes it look like your skin's just raised, but it's like matte. So I don't actually like the look of it, personally. And I think that most of the time, if you're like taking pictures or something for the internet, then it's probably like great. But in real life, it's like you can just see that shit and it's like, I don't care if someone has pimples, you know? I really don't. I know it's like something that comes from like within, and it's not like. I just want people to feel reassured that like no one's looking at your pimples thinking, ugh. like like seriously. I mean, it's the same for like my eczema. Actually, you know what? You know what really fucking sucked about having eczema is people would think that you're like diseased, and then they'd be like, "Is that gonna spread to me?" And it's like, no. Anyway. Oh, this is my. I think this is my eyeliner that just ran out. It's called the Wonder Ink Eyeliner Traceur. Of course, you can't see it. What is this? Another Maybelline? I don't know. I don't. Oh no, it's a Rimmel London, and I really like it because it has that like. Hold on, use my skin color for contrast. It has that really nice like fine liner point. Love it. It's really good. Except it ran out, so I'm very sad. Actually, I'll show you. I bought a new one recently, and it's another Rib. Oh no, this is Revlon. Color Stay Connect the Dots. What is this naming convention? So dumb. Revlon is kind of a nice brand name, but yeah, if you look at this, it's not pointed like a sharply. It has like a little ball point at the end. It's so weird. And I like used it once, and then I noticed that it started melting to like my under eye area, or like my waterline at the bottom of my eyes. And so I don't really know what to think about it. I've used it once. Do I regret it? Maybe. Maybe I do. I don't know. I need to use it again. So I might use this today actually. I'm gonna set that aside there. This I probably need to throw it the fuck out. I have a really big problem with like not throwing shit out. Oh, scissors. Snip snip. These I use to cut my hair, so I'm gonna put those over there. I'm not cutting my hair right now. Oh, a razor. This is actually a Gillette men's razor, by the way. Sometimes I use them. Need any more explanation? I don't know. Actually, you know what I will say? I have noticed that since getting older, my armpits, like the hair in my armpits grows a lot quicker than they used to. So I'll just say that. I thought that was really interesting. I like mentioned it to some of my girlfriends, and they were like, "Okay." They're like, "Oh, interesting." I don't know actually. It could just be like a me hormonal thing personally, but yeah. Okay, so this is a white pencil eyeliner, and I was using this back when I liked to do like the big eye makeup things. And like the tip is always like, oh, put some like white eyeliner on your like waterline. And then you put like black eyeliner below it, and it makes your eyes look bigger. Yeah, this shit sucks. I actually got this at Sephora. I tell you, I've entered Sephora like once. The one time I did, I got this. It's so tiny. Like, dude, I'm telling you, I didn't use this like much at all. I mean, it's so shit because like it gets so like I don't know. It's so shit. I like never use it. In fact, a lot of the time I use this one that I got off AliExpress, which let's see, it's eye lip liner pencil. I bought like a whole pack of eye lip eyeshadow. I don't even know what I'm saying. I bought a whole pack of them from AliExpress one time as like a birthday gift, and then the person I gave the gift to, they gave it back to me, and they were like, "I don't want this," which I don't know. I feel like that kind of hurt my feelings because they're not actually bad. They're really not bad. I think I really like these things. I use them. There's like quite a few different colors, which is so useful, and I use them for like my eyebrows and stuff. And I've never had any problems with using them before. But yeah, this is it's called Me Now. This is Me Now. You know, how's that JLo thing go? I don't know. Yeah, so this is great. I love this. It's so much. Compared to this fucking piece of shit. Look at this. Look at this. Actually, I'll take the tip off. Look at this fucking shit. Look at how much bigger that is. It's big. And look, I like to say that as women, we don't care that much about size, but when it comes to getting your bang for your buck, it matters. So yeah, I use these little plastic cups to like organize all my shit. So I'm gonna put those back in there. That's one down. Okay, so I've got a bunch of brushes. These are like all my brushes. Yep, and they have like little. Oh. Okay. Oh, I dropped that one. We will not be using that one, which is okay. This one is like what I would use for like, what do I use this for? Kind of like foundation. I'm trying to think, why would I use a small one for foundation though? Oh, I think it was like for mixing. Like I'd mix a little bit on my, the back of my hand, and then I'd put it somewhere, I guess. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I would often use my foundation as a concealer, I think, because I found that the concealer I got, I think, is too like, it's too like orange or like yellowy from like my skin color. Sucks, but whatever. Anyway, I have all these brushes. I have this one's from Elf. I actually really do like Elf as like a brand, but you know, shit's expensive, yo. This is like, if you want to buy like brushes as an artiste, this shit is expensive. Because you know, art brushes are like so expensive. And then there's makeup brushes. Which is why I bring you to my awesome collection of. Can you hear that? It like shakes. It like shakes, and it's because it has a bunch of crystals in it. Anyway, I bought this off AliExpress, and I love it. It's actually been really helpful, to be honest. Actually, I was washing them the other day, and one of them, yeah, the tip came off of this one. I've actually got to glue this back on or something. It's pretty. I was looking inside it, and it's like so gross. But ugh, now I want to look inside. Okay, whatever. I obviously can't use that one at the moment, which is fine. I will fix it. It's okay. All the other ones, though, they've held on pretty good. And I've probably had these for like 6 years now. They've lasted a long ass time. Like, seriously, I believe that like when it comes to makeup and stuff, all this shit is like manufactured in like the same place. So I genuinely don't think there's a problem. I think that if you order brushes off anywhere, you should be cleaning them like thoroughly before you use them. Which is a pretty good rule of thumb for like anything. I don't know where to put these. I guess I'll just put them in there. If that made a really loud noise, I'm so sorry. Okay, here is a chalky eyeliner. It's like a dry eyeliner instead of a wet one. I forgot what they're called. So sorry. This is a Exaggerate Rimmel London. Whatever. Do I use them? Not often, to be honest. Not often at all. If I want like a grungier look, which I'm not good at doing, by the way, I have been known to do them occasionally, but I really like the smoky black all around the eye look, but I get really scared putting too much around my eyes because I learned a while ago that when you tightline your eyes, which is when you put all the eyeliner on your waterline, so you know how there's your eye, and then there's that skin that kind of wraps around your eye, and then there's the outer part of your eyelid. That skin that wraps around your eye is the waterline. And if you put product on it, you actually clog up the, what are they called? Like, I forget what they're called, but you clog up all the things that moisturize your eyes. So there's a reason why when women to get to like an older age, like 50 or something, sorry, 50-year-olds out there, I don't mean to say anything mean to you, but it's because they've been putting all this product on their eyes for so long that I think their ducts just like collapse or something, or they just like, They just totally go, see ya, and then they stop moisturizing your eye and you get just like chronic dry eye because of it. It's like terrible for you. What? Okay, my cat's going psycho. Okay. Jesus, you might have seen Socks jump down from there. Oh, and Bella's over there. Oh, that's cute. I don't know, what was that, Bella? Whatever. So this is my favorite eyebrow pencil, and it's from that AliExpress pack. Me now. I love it. Oh yeah, that's actually something I want to do this video is experiment with the different colors, because ever since I dyed my hair, I have like no clue what I need to do to make it look like it works together, you know? So I want to try both of the. I have these two contenders that I've been thinking of, but I haven't tried them on with like one on one and one on the other. So that's what I want to do today. That's why I have my makeup remover, just in case it looks abysmal. Oh, this one's also from AliExpress. It's like an angled eyebrow brush, so it has like a little bit of an angle to it, and it's all used up, so I can't open it. But I keep it because it has this really useful little brush, and I use this to brush my brows and shit, which can be super useful if, I don't know, it can be super useful when you're doing your eyebrows, you know? I have like a three-step eyebrow program. And so like what I do is that I use the brush, and then I have these little tiny scissors that I snip across so it like shortens the hairs. And then if there's like some shaping problems, like I wanted, like sometimes I have like a really sharp angle here, but then like this one's not as sharp, so then I kind of unsharpen this. I use like the mini razor thing. And then of course plucking when necessary, but you got to be really careful plucking your fur. Your fur? Sorry, I just outed myself as a furry. You got to be really careful plucking your eyebrow hairs. You know, you got to make sure that if you're going to do it, you do like maybe the outer hairs, because I get a few outer hairs here and there, or maybe some just below, where they just don't connect to the eyebrow. You know what they say? Load-bearing hairs. If you're trying to pluck a hair and it seems to kind of fuck up the shape, you can kind of have a look by pressing it away from the eyebrow. And if doing that, you see that the eyebrow looks funky, it's a load-bearing hair. So don't get rid of it, I guess. I don't know. For me, I just kind of feel it out. I feel like a lot of people say don't overpluck because your hair will just like not grow back. But to be honest, I've been plucking the outer parts of my eyebrows for like, damn, since I was like 14, right? And maybe 15, 14. And dude, I gotta say, they just keep coming back. There's no getting rid of them. But to be cautious, just don't pluck too much. Okay, so the next thing we have, oh my god, I feel so stupid. I got sucked into this stupid idea of like brown eyeliner because I had like a ashy brown hair before I dyed my hair, and a lot of people, a lot of influencers and makeup gurus always said use brown eyeliner because it's gonna naturally enhance your brown eyes. And it could just be that I just chose a really shitty one. I bought this when I was in Adelaide, and it's L'Oreal Paris. L'Oreal, fix your shit up. This sucks. You know what sucks about this fucking eyeliner? Is that it is so watery. It's like it does nothing to my eyes. Like, you have to layer this bitch on. I've never tried layering it on because who the fuck has time to layer on eyeliner? Like, y'all bitches be out here layering your concealer, your foundation, doing like fucking, you know, if you want to do foundation, you gotta do fucking primer. Who has time for all that? And then to fucking layer your eyeliner on too? I don't have time for that. Granted, I'm not doing much, but I still don't have time for it. Nor do I have the fucking patience. So, this shit sucks. And by the way, it never even made my eyes look that much more, I don't know, deep or like interesting. it always just ended up making my eyes look kind of like, meh, you know? So that shit sucked. I felt like I got sucked in. But I don't know, maybe I just need to buy, like, I don't know, better quality stuff. I don't know. Oh, yep, we've got a eyelash, a false eyelash there. Where am I going to put that? I'm going to put that there. I reuse my false eyelashes. I know a lot of people will probably say don't do that, but I wash them every time I reuse them. Hot soapy water. Really get in there. Sometimes I use makeup remover too. Yeah, I'll reuse them a few times, but not too much, I guess. Not too much. I have this Marc Jacobs lipstick. It was like a tester, I think. Oh, not a tester. It was like you got it for free if you ordered like something, I think, and I ended up getting it for free, and I don't know, I really like the color. I thought it was so cute, but my ex at the time told me it made me look old. So then I never wore it again. I did like putting it in like the corners of my lips, because I know sometimes people do that when they're making TikToks, because like it makes your lips look like wider. I don't know. That's just a little secret for you. I don't know. Maybe we'll try it out. I don't know. Okay, and then I guess we've got eyeshadow to finish it off. This is the BYS Berries, which came out quite a few years ago. But oh, I love it so much. This was like my favoriteest eyeshadow palette. I don't know why. I think I just really like the colors and stuff, and it has like some shimmery, like it has a warm shimmery one. It has some cool colors. I really loved mixing like the warm colors together and making like gradients and stuff, but my problem with eyeshadow is that it always like melts off of my eyes and like doesn't look great. I think there's something that I'm missing, like a setting spray or something, but I just have never had a need for that kind of stuff. Like, I don't go out clubbing, I don't fucking go out anywhere, so I rarely do I ever wear that much makeup. This is a smoky Folklore Smoky, which I'm pretty sure I bought from a $2 shop when I was like 15, so probably shouldn't be using that. I think I keep it around, but oh yeah, I keep it around because this brown over here, what I do is that I used to use my tweezers to like pick up the brown spots, and I used to give myself fake freckles. Sorry to all the freckle baddies out there. People complain all the time, like, why are people getting freckles now when I was bullied for freckles? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, in Australia, I feel like freckles like go hard here. Freckles are like normal and go hard. I had a friend in primary school who had the cutest freckles like all around here. It was so cute. And to my knowledge, she never got bullied for that stuff, but I always thought, oh, so jealous. So jealous. I think it's so cute. I love freckles, so, and I ain't never bullied a bitch for having freckles. Because why would you? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay. So that's all the stuff that I'm not using today, which I will put over there, and hopefully I don't forget that it's over there. Okay. The smoky, yeah, I'm gonna put that over there. So, oh yeah, my favorite eyeshadow palette is this one. It's so cute. Oh my god. It's a I'll be honest, I got this from Dolls Kill, and it was like the last time I ever ordered something from Dolls Kill. But oh, it's so cool. Manga anime. It's so cool. I love it, and the colors are so pretty. Like, oh, I love it. It looks kind of basic from afar, but oh, they did good with this one. Anyway, this is by the brand Rude. And yeah, 25 eyeshadow palette. I love it, but it's so sad that I don't know where else you can get it. I genuinely don't know. For a long time, Dolls Kill was like a site where I got a lot of my style inspiration from. Not that I could pull any of that off, but oh, I love this makeup palette. So this is pretty much the only one I use. And like the art on the front is so cute that it's like, I have it sitting in the bathroom, just like facing on like that. I don't know if people ever go in the bathroom and see this and think, why is there like a book in the bathroom? Joke's on you, bitch. It's a makeup palette. And I'm obsessed with it. Oh, I love the art on it too. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't think I'll be using my berries one because I haven't used this in years. And I guess I will do eyeshadow today, even if it melts off my face. So this is my makeup bag. I mean, there isn't really anything in here that I would care to really show. To be honest, I guess I could show something. Oh yeah, I got this glue thing where you glue your eyebrows back, and I don't know. For the longest time, I thought, oh, that's so cool. I can glue my eyebrows in place. I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. I think I did it because sometimes my eyebrows would go upwards, and then because the hairs were so long, I was like, oh, I want to glue it back, you know? And then looking back, I'm like, you know what? That doesn't seem like that's for me. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I don't know. Oh, right. Right. I have these lip things. It's by this brand called Peri Pera, and I think it's a Korean brand. And it's like this lip tint thing, and I like them. I think the formula's alright and stuff, but again, it's like with shoes, you know? I used to do a lot of online shopping, right? And I'd buy shoes, and then the shoes would either come out not the way I thought they looked as they were photographed. And so I always found that I wasted my money a lot on like shoes. And I think that's kind of the same with like lip products. I always buy them thinking, oh, that looks so good. But I don't have the patience for lip products. Sadly. It's just not for me, and I really wish it was. So, anyway, I guess that's... Oh my god, I spent half an hour explaining all my makeup stuff. How interesting. Oh, I feel like it's interesting shit. Oh yeah, I've got a glitter palette too. Glitter! I never use it. I guess it's nice to have on hand in case you ever do want to wear glitter. I don't know. So yeah, that's that. Alright, I guess it's nice that I won't have to do all the other steps of like foundation and shit because I just do not do that. Right. A lot of the time you start with like eyeshadow, I guess. Because you don't want to put on eyeliner then do eyeshadow. So I don't know why I put this over there. Anyway, I wanted to talk today about... I guess it's been enough time. We can talk about the allegations. Or like the drama that's happening, the dramas. So, with my last episode was apparently controversial. I'm not gonna lie, with the last episode, I had no idea what to title it as, and so I just picked like whatever first came in my head that I was like, ooh, that's kind of that's kind of stupid. And so because of that, I have received some hate for I guess my work. The work that I do here on this podcast. And to that I say, you know what? It's kind of valid. It's kind of valid. Yeah. So I guess we want to talk about that. And you know what's interesting is that because I'm a artist, I uploaded a bunch of my art to DeviantArt, and I wouldn't call this a hater necessarily, but I do think that it's like a very weird thing is that I got a message from someone who's like religious, which, by the way, if you're religious and you're on DeviantArt, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because that is not where religious people are meant to be. Just saying. Anyway, so if you don't know what DeviantArt is like this website where it's been around for such a long time, and it's very famous for having like weird fetish art. Like inflation fetish and stuff like that. And if you don't know what that is, don't look it up unless you're like of age and also prepared to be mentally kind of scarred. Look, I don't think it's like that. Whatever, that's not the point of the video. Anyway, so message and they were like, "Oh, check out my page and repent and blah 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 blah," and I was like, "Dude, this is like the funniest troll ever." And I think they're trying to convince me that they're not a troll. I haven't seen their latest message because I genuinely cannot be fucked anymore because it's just going to turn into this roundabout argument about religion or whatever, and I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. It's just so roundabout. I can't be fucked. But I did think it was very funny. So anyway, that happened. But then there was the other thing that happened where on the podcast, this channel right here, people think that it's the possibly the dumbest thing on the the internet or like on YouTube. And to that I have to have a bit of a giggle about because I would say that dumb, was it dumb? I can't even remember what the wording was, but I have to say I feel like there's a lot of stuff out there that's a lot worse than what I do here. Like, I'm not going around talking to fucking like minors. I'm not going around being a creep. I'm not like, dude. Also, I'm not going around bullying people. Let's see, what else? I'm also not making skibbity toilet content, which, look, I love skibbity toilet, but come on. Come on. But there is like a thing to be said about like the whole thing, and you know, I'm no, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm no stranger to this kind of stuff, you know, getting like hateful messages or whatever the fuck. I'm even like tempted to not even call it that because it was so like inane that it's like, it's not really, is it hate? I don't know. But I feel like almost as like relatable, you know? Because I'll tell you about something. And this is like, I kind of guess like a message to the unhappy people, the bullies on the internet. Listen, I've actually been there before, you know? Like, it sucks to like admit to, but I've actually done my fair share of bullying on the internet. And you know, it happened quite a few years ago when I was obviously like a teenager. Yeah, it was around that time of like 15, 14. So it was a long time ago, but there was a time in my life where I was so unhappy with like my life, where I was just so, I mean, I don't even know how else to say it. It was like I was just so unhappy, and you know, it was easy to go on the internet and say some shit. It's so easy, you know, it's like the easiest thing you can do instead of dealing with like your problems. And to be fair, a lot of people don't even have the resources to deal with their shit, especially young kids, teenagers, young kids. Like, they do not have the ability to just go to therapy, or even like the brain capacity to even realize that there's a problem, you know? It's like the kind of thing where they need their parents to be able to see that shit, and unfortunately a lot of us don't get that privilege of having sane parents, you know? Sane, responsible parents and parenting. So when I'm approached with these kind of situations where someone's being like a douchebag for like no reason, I'm telling you, it always comes down to this thing where people are just, we're all hurting, and I think that, you know, I'm so sorry that you're at a place in your life where you feel like that's what you have to do to deal with what you're going through, you know? Like, I'm so sorry that you're going through that because I've been there. I've literally been that person. And it sucks. And I think for a little bit I didn't really reflect that much on it. Obviously I stopped doing it. Like, I think there was a time when I was like 15, 16, where like my best friend was like, "You have anger problems." And when she told me that, I really started to reflect a lot on like my behavior and the way that I was, especially online. And she was 100% right. I had problems. And she definitely helped contribute to those problems. I'm not going to say it's all her fault, but um when you're in a friendship that's just like not healthy, it's kind of like stuff that happens. But I'm grateful for her even saying something to me, because at the time I don't think I would have really done anything about it. I wouldn't have noticed. So I think that was a really good thing. And yeah, a lot of the time we don't even realize what we're doing, which is like the insane thing. So I just have to say that, I'm not upset. I'm not like angry. I think that when people come at me with those kind of comments, it's like, yeah. And I'm sorry that you're in a place in life where your feelings aren't being heard, and like no one obviously is giving you the attention and the care that you deserve and that you need. And so, in saying that, I feel very, what's the word? I just feel very sorry, because I feel lucky that I'm in a place in life where if I need therapy, I can go get therapy. Or I have friends who will tell me when I'm doing things like the wrong way. I feel very grateful for that. But when you're doing unhealthy things and the people in your life are also doing unhealthy things, it just turns into like this cycle of like we're all just doing bad stuff and no one's stopping it. So I just have to say that, like, listen, some good coping mechanisms for when you're super bad. I get it, okay? I get it. But like, there's a lot of things that I did to change myself when it came to like doing all this like bullying stuff. And a lot of it was like a lot of internal work, but also not being too angry at myself for what I did. Like, even today, I'm not angry with myself. I definitely regret a lot of things that I did do, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm not gonna be mad at myself over it. I think that you just have to move on, and it can be really hard to confront yourself and be like, oh, I wasn't a good person at some point in my life. That's a hard thing to do, because you're admitting to yourself that you made mistakes and you fucked up. And that's kind of the gist of it, I guess. So I think that yeah, I'm sorry that you're going through a hard time. For me, I'm actually probably living the best life I've ever lived. I love making the podcast. I love coming here. Usually every Monday. I know it's Wednesday for me at the moment, so sorry about that. Yeah, I was sleeping in a lot lately. God, I think I'm done with the eyeshadow, to be honest. I don't want to go too like crazy. Yeah, so and I think that everything's like against you when you don't have that like privilege of like a stable family, good friends. It's like everything's against you. God, what is that? Is that a bird or something? So I really feel for people in that position, you know? And I think that on top of it, like when you don't have the resources to solve your problems yourself because you're, a minor or whatever, it makes it so much harder, because you can't escape your situation. And so for me, when I needed to escape my situation, I had like these methods of like dissociating from like life. And those helped me at the time. My therapist did tell me about like how like, oh, that's a really great coping mechanism for that time, but you need to eventually move away from it because you're in a better place. So, I don't know, I thought that was really interesting, and that's kind of like what I've been going through, I guess. Back up there. So yeah, I don't know, that's kind of like the gist of that. And like you can say like a million different things to me to try and like hurt my feelings, but Um, dude, I grew up playing League of Legends, so I'm pretty thick-skinned when it comes to shit. All right, so now I'm doing my eyebrows. I don't want to hold the mirror. Ooh, I have like the XQC neck. Holy shit, that was bad. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's like a little bit about me. Actually, you know, something super funny happened to me one time. Um, oh god, I was on this game called Dofus, I think, and it was kind of like a MMO in a way. And I remember I was in the training area, or like the tutorial area, where it's like, here's a quest, go slay these creatures. You have to slay like 5 of these things. And according to some other player on the game, they were like, hey, you took my camp. I was trying to kill that thing, and I would have been done with this quest. And like, and then I was like, I don't understand anything you're saying to me, because I'm like 11. Like, what are you saying? And then they said, like, I said, no, they told me to go finger myself in a corner. And at the time, I had learnt a new comeback called Make Me. So they told me to do that, and I said make me, and then they just were like so confused at what I had said. They were like, what? It was so funny. Oh my god, I love thinking back to that. I don't know, I just think I've also never heard anyone say that, go finger yourself in a corner. What does that even mean? Like I know what it means, but it's like, how is that an insult? I don't know. Lord, I do not know. I don't know at all. So yeah, that's this is like the dark brown. I can kind of see a little bit of a difference, but I'm not going that heavy on the color. Although I'm beginning to wonder, like, these do look like very similar colors, but then when you open it, I think it has a different color to it. I'm not sure. So yeah, I don't know. I grew up playing League of Legends. Did a fair bit of bullying on that game myself when I was younger. Did a fair amount. So, you know. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you think that running to the YouTube comments is like, I don't know, anywhere unique or special, it's like, dude, I stream and I get fucking ooh, I get some people in my stream, some creatures. And at the end of the day, it's just like not a big deal, you know? At least not for me. Yup. In fact, when I first started posting on DeviantArt on my current account, I had some dude who was like who was like, I think they messaged me or something. They were like, you can't draw, blah 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 blah. You're so shit at drawing. And I looked at their page and it's like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you. But it was like something like totally unprompted, out of nowhere. And it just makes you think, like, dude, why are you wasting your fucking energy on me? I don't even know you. At least, to my knowledge, I don't know you. These look the same. What the fuck? My eyebrows look the same color, don't they? I don't know, man. Shit, maybe they are the same fucking pencil. I don't know. Fuck. So yeah, I don't know. And I also don't know why people think that someone would care about like how a stranger on the internet tells them to live or something. It's like, girl, I do not know you. Why would I listen to you? So it, on top of like being an unhealthy coping mechanism, it's also just like a waste of your energy and your time. And I know it's like, oh, you're making a video about it, but it's like, it's content. It's content. You know what they say, damn, is the content really that dry? I don't know, maybe it is. Dude, I'm suckling for some content. So thanks, I guess. What do we do now? Oh god, eyeliner's gonna be a bitch to do. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need everyone to be silent. Bella, silence. I don't know what's happening. It sounds like there's a cat out there, but I think it's a bird, so I don't know. Anyway, something else I wanted to talk about was CaseOh. Oh my god, I love CaseOh. I think CaseOh is so cool. CaseOh's like cool, but he's also a very, what's the word? I think he's just so funny and so sweet. And I think I was watching a video. Fuck. I was watching a video where it was like these girls who were holding a phone up to their forehead, and it was like they had to guess based on like, fuck, I'm gonna fuck this up. I don't know how people talk and do this at the same time. Yikes. Dead silence. God, it smells like cat piss down here. Fuck. Anyway, and people were saying that they were like super confused that hot girls watch CaseOh. And I have to say, I'm not confused at all. I'm actually not even surprised. Yeah, I think it was surprised. People were surprised. And I'll tell you why CaseOh is actually like a Chad. Yeah. So the reason why CaseOh is such a Chad and why women actually enjoy his content is that I don't want to say like, oh, he's a feminine guy or something, but there's a lot of content creators out there who have very masculine energy when it comes to like what they make. And I think I have to say that masculine energy really puts me off of watching them. Like, I'm sorry, but it does. Like, if I'm watching a channel where it's just guys and they're just doing guy things, it's like, yeah, I'm not interested in it. Sorry, I'm just not. But then there are some guys out there who give off this energy or have these certain traits that make me feel like comfortable. And CaseOh kind of like that. He makes me feel very comfortable. Yeah, he makes me feel comfortable as fuck. I don't know why I said it like that. And so I think that he just shows off a lot of traits that make me think that's a good person. Like the way he is with his cats, it's so cute. Oh my god. Kitty! I love that. I also really like that he's got such like a good sense of humor. Like me personally, I don't like all the jokes about his weight. I do think they're funny and like it's kind of like a guilty pleasure to watch those TikToks, but I think what makes it so funny is his reaction to it, and that, you know, it wouldn't be funny if he, I don't know, didn't have the reactions that he does. So, in saying that, I think he's way more than just like jokes about his weight. I think that the way he carries himself, oh god, that's gonna be. I don't mean it like that. I think just the way that he is just lovely, you know? I think it's so cute. And, you know, there are people in his community that are very nice to him. And, yeah, I don't know. I think I've seen a couple of, like, vulnerable moments from him on his stream, and I think those are really nice to see. But, you know, I think he just seems like a really good dude, you know? He seems really wholesome and, like, really good. And I feel like even though we're watching someone through like a screen and like, you know, when you have a camera on you, you do put on like an act, or you do act a certain type of way. And I think the point that I was trying to make there is like, even though it's kind of like that, I feel like you can still get a general vibe about a person through all of that. And so it is my belief that CaseOh is a good person and has displayed good qualities. So as far as I know, he's a good guy. And I think after this sketch stuff that's happened, you know, I think that it's so stupid to call it drama because it is such like a nonsense situation. It's like, oh, some dude did gay porn or something or had a gay OnlyFans. It's like, who fucking cares? I don't fucking care. And it's like people are like acting as if he murdered somebody. And it's like, dude, what the frick? It's like not. It's nothing. I don't know. It's like, sure, if I found out someone from like my high school did a gay porn, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But I don't want to look because I don't care. It doesn't seem that crazy. I don't know. Like I can see some people having like a I guess it's a completely different situation that I'm suggesting. So whatever. Like that's not really the point. I think the point is that like when these things happen and you see the way people react to these situations, if you can fucking call it that, I don't think it deserves to be called a situation because it's not that big of a deal, but in saying that, I think we've seen how, CaseOh reacted to that, and I think that he did a good job. But I mean, it's like, the bar is so low that, like, supporting your friend and their sexuality is apparently like a god tier trait to have, which is like insane because it should just be basic human decency. You know? I don't know. It's like I genuinely don't understand why we're upset about people living their life the way that they want to, as long as it's not hurting anybody. You know? I just don't understand it. I don't understand where the hate comes from. I think the hate just comes from people being like 12 and having no fucking knowledge about life. And that's what I think. And I think that, yeah, I'm not surprised at all that CaseOh has hot fans. Hot fans and all that stuff. Because he seems like a really good dude. So I guess that's just all I wanted to say about that. And if you're surprised about it, then maybe you should watch some CaseOh and try and be a little bit more like him, because I'm telling you, he's got a great personality, and you don't have to look like fucking, I don't know, you don't have to have a six-pack to have girls like you, man. It's like not like that at all. It's like yeah, like genuinely. And so if you like, you got people telling you need to look a certain way to get like bitches, it's like, it's so not true. And I don't know why people say that. It's like, how many TV shows have you watched where like there's like a fuck ugly dude? Okay, that's like really dramatic of me to say, but like, how many TV shows are there where there's like a guy who's like so mid, and then he has the wife who's like gorgeous? Like, people say it all the time for couples, is that there's one person who's like A tier. If you can even like look at things like that, I don't really look at things in that, oh, that person shouldn't be with that person because they're hotter, whatever. To be honest, I actually wonder sometimes if like when two hot people get together, if they ever like internally have like, is he hotter than me or am I hotter than him? Like have those questions or whatever. I think that's kind of interesting. But I don't know. I just think that, yeah, the main takeaway is just be a good person, really. And look, I think a lot of the time people are attracted to personality. Like, sure, there's definitely going to be some like physical attraction early on, but the thing that will keep your relationship really going is whether or not you like the other person in a personality sense. But attraction does help in the beginning. And I don't know why people find it so crazy that people would be attracted to, like, I don't know, fatter people and stuff. It's like, people go, how's it possible that girls like girls and guys like guys? The same reason why some people like, bigger people. And if you don't understand it, then it's like you really need to change or like increase your worldview. Like, my god. Like, my god. It's like, people really do view the world in such like a goggled lens, and they view everything as like, oh, well, I don't think that, so why does someone else think that? And that's like insane to me. So yeah, I guess that's I did my makeup, I talked about the haters, um, talked about CaseOh. I'll talk a bit more about the sketch stuff because it is very interesting. Like I can see the shock that someone would have. It's like, oh, this guy's been around for so long, and you know, a lot of people have probably been watching them, interested. To be honest, I didn't know who Sketch was until yesterday. I never heard of them. I'm sure I've probably heard like sound bites or something, or some memes from their channel, but I didn't know. I only really discovered CaseOh like this year, to be honest. I feel like it's a whole side of like the internet that I'm not a part of. So I just have to say that like, come on, guys. It's like some guy has a gay OnlyFans because you just assumed someone was straight and then you found out they weren't. I mean, it kind of sounds like it's your fault for assuming, you know, and getting your yeah. Because if you assume these things, and yeah, of course, I guess you're gonna be like shocked. If your worldview is very like minimalistic and meh, then it's like, yeah, okay, I can see why you'd be shocked. But I think that it's a pretty good sign that maybe you need to go outside and expand your worldview and meet people that you wouldn't normally talk to, you know? I think that's been a lot of my life has been talking to people that I'm not usually used to meeting. And I mean sometimes you can't even help it because sometimes you're just born in like the neighborhood where all like the old people are in, the old white people. And so sometimes you can't help it but grow up in that kind of aspect. So, but it is your responsibility when you get older to try and make a difference with yourself. Try to grow as a person. Sneeko drama. Oh my god. Why the fuck is anyone even listening to Sneeko still? Like, come on. He's actually like a joke. Hmm. Oh, wait, what? Sneeko goes off on Sketch. Quote, I saw all these people who have never said a word about Palestine since October 7th. They see the kids getting bombed every single day. They don't say a word. Sketch takes it up the ass, and everyone says you're the best person ever. What? What? Wait. I'm so confused by that. Everyone says you're the best person ever. So what, people are being like, oh, you're so good, Sketch, because you're... I don't think anyone's... I'm sure there's a couple people saying that, but it's probably more than anything people just being like, good for you. Good for you, Sketch. That was kind of my reaction. I was just like, good for you. That's good. I think... Oh, well, you know, there's still a lot of, like, Hollywood celebrities that are, like, afraid to come out of the closet because they think it'll ruin their career. And it's just so... Oh, it's just so weird to think that we live in a world where, like, that's still, like, an issue. You know, it's like, fuck, it's gonna be 2025 in a few months. Like, come on, 2025? Dude. You know, I was watching The X-Files, and in one of the episodes, I'm on season 1 at the moment, and one of the episodes they're like, if we don't catch this guy today, he's gonna be popping back up in 2023. And I was watching the episode like, oh my god, 2023? That was like last year. Don't worry, they caught the guy, so he won't be appearing. They caught the weird reptilian guy. Anyway, yeah, I mean, why can't we just like love each other and let each other do our business without worrying about this stuff? I feel bad for Sketch. I think, you know what, the reason why people... Sneeko, dear Sneeko, I know you're watching. if people are saying to Sketch, oh, you're a good guy or whatever, it's probably because they're doing that in response to all the people telling him he's bad just for being what he was born to be, you know? I think that's kind of like, that's what's happening. Because this is always what happens. We find out something about someone's sexuality and then people have to go the fuck off on them because... I don't know why, because they have either religious reasons or... Not to say that everyone religious is like a bigot. I actually know some religious people who are very, very progressive. But, of course, there are some that are super, super bigoted. Okay, so I guess someone said I can't wait for Sneeko to end up like too mad. Dude. I just think that it's not good. It's not good to spread that kind of sentiment. It's not, and I don't think that's a controversial thing for me to say either. And if it's controversial, then let me be the most controversial person here. I welcome it. I don't know, it just doesn't seem that bad. It's not that bad. God. RIP Cartoon Network. Overwatch is always trending on my Twitter, and every time I check it, it's just people who just play it, you know? Like, I want to hear people shit on the game. I hate Overwatch. Dude. Overwatch's death couldn't happen sooner. I hate Overwatch. Overwatch sucks. Which is not, that's not a very controversial take or hot take, you know. SHREK 5 is officially releasing July 1st, 2026. What? SHREK 5 2026? That's so far away. Not too far away. It is far away. Wait, Cameron Diaz is coming back? Oh my god, that's exciting. Mike Myers 2? I'm hyped for that. Holy shit, I have to watch that at the theaters. This is going to be the next Barbenheimer. SHREK 5? Oh shit, I'm actually excited for this. I'm gonna put it in my calendar. 2026, SHREK. Why are they announcing it so early though? I don't know. Oh, I hope you can watch it in gold class. That sounds like a dream. I watched Five Nights at Freddy's in gold class. I was so excited for that movie. Oh my god. I don't know, is there anything else for us to talk about? I don't think so. I did my makeup. I showed you all my makeup things. I didn't have to use any makeup remover because it's the same eyebrow pencil. I thought there was a difference. But it looks the same. So I don't know, y'all. It is what it is. Okay? It ain't what it ain't. Yeah, I guess I've got nothing else to say. Yeah, I guess a final message to the haters. And you know what? You're just haters because you're not lovers yet. You'll come around. You'll come around, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, look, you gotta do what you gotta do, and I just hope that y'all can find some peace and feel a little bit better about yourselves, because Lord knows you need it. I don't mean that in like a backhanded way. God, a lot of what I say sounds really backhanded, doesn't it? But I can't tell if that's like a thing or if that's just like a me thing. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I will be back next week. Thank you for catching up with me, and I don't know if I had anything else to think about. I'm just thinking, the whole point is to catch up with me, right? Oh, actually, I will say something else. So, to be like totally not like sarcastic or jokey, the comments I did receive in the last podcast did actually have me thinking about like what this is, you know, like what is this podcast about? You know, like what are we doing here? What are we trying to achieve? And I do think it's actually a really important question to ask yourself. So, and I honestly wasn't really thinking that much about it, but after that comment, it had me thinking. And so that is kind of like why I'm doing the podcast at the dinner table at the moment, because it feels nice to be sitting down at a table and doing something. I really like that. It's probably also better for my back to like not be lying in bed. But I appreciate it, actually. I really appreciate like the thought-provoking message. And so I think that maybe we'll try to do more at the dinner table. Um maybe we'll try to do that. Maybe we'll try to schedule in some like more activities. It was so fun doing my makeup, but I'm sure if you're not interested in that kind of thing, it was probably a bit boring, so I don't know. I don't know about it, but I guess we'll see. And what else do I have to say? Yeah, like I still don't really know what I'm doing here or like why. I just know that I have a lot of fun, and I think that if you're having fun with something, why not do it? Why not do it? You know? And I used to be so like shy. I used to hate listening to my voice. But since like streaming and editing and doing the podcast, like I feel like so just like I do not care anymore. I could listen to myself talk all day. And not because I like hearing myself, but just because I'm so used to it now. And I'm so used to being in front of a camera that it's like I don't know, it's like it's so fun. And I do look forward to coming and doing the podcast every week. Um I think something that I'm trying to be mindful of is like not talking as much about like my problems, because something I have noticed lately in my personal life is that when I have problems, I can be very like open about it, if you know what I mean. Like not like I don't take my issues out on people, but I do have a tendency to talk about them a lot. So I'm returning back to journaling. So unless it's something that's like dire, something that's really, really bugging me, I'll usually just go to my journal and I'll just diary it out and like write about it. And then I always feel so much better after doing that. And I know that when I was trying to stop having anger issues, it really helped with the journaling. Not saying I have anger issues today, but it's just some advice, if you find yourself having a problem, journal it out. And I don't know where this idea came from that like journaling or diaries are like a girly thing or whatever, or it's like pathetic. It's so good for you, and it's so good for you. Like seriously, just try it. Try it for a week. Seriously. I used to do it every single day, and it's so good for you. I think the only annoying thing about it is like my hand gets sore from writing. But yeah, so yeah, again, thanks for popping in and hanging out in the podcast. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Um I don't remember what episode number it is. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to remember this stuff because I'm pretty sure I've fucked up the numbers like multiple times. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go upload this and stream. So if you want to see more of me, you can check out my stream, kick.com/. I don't remember what my name is. Is it That's So Katie or Katie Draws? I'm good at this. Whatever. You know what they say? Like, it takes like at least 100 episodes to understand what you're doing. And hopefully this mic setup is okay. They're having it clipped to a sunscreen bottle. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully the audio is fine. Yeah, we're trying something new, and I think that's an awesome thing to do. So yeah, happy birthday! If it's anyone's birthday, happy birthday! What the fuck? Yay! Okay, goodbye and take care, and I'll see you next episode.